Hey y'all, welcome back to more Flesh and Bad. Today we're playing Pudding's Decklist against a new, and I have with me for quality control, Wilson. Wilson is a big white cat, as we all know. Let's go ahead and sideboard. I'll tell them that I might need a minute. Let's see. So we definitely want our stacks and our flick-flacks. And then Wilson has rotated, so that's always good. What are we boarding out? We'll board out our just our kind of crappy blues, and then do we want to fat deck a little bit? I think it's probably safe to fat deck if I don't know the exact sideboard configuration. But yeah, this is a really interesting list. Let's go ahead and give it a spin. I'm not sure what to cut down for the last couple cards. Again, you probably want to be pretty close to a clean 60 into new, but again, I am not the authors of these decks, so obviously the sideboard choices are more my own as opposed to the authors. You can't be doing quality assurance if you're facing the wrong way. Okay. All right, Wilson, what's the move here? He doesn't know. All right, good. Here, kind of sit up here. All right, they're gonna pass, which I think is fine. I think we're gonna get rid of the Ardor early, and we're just gonna pitch it to Descendant. We can just shit out like Hunterwind's Descendant Bonds here. Yeah, I kind of like that more than just trying to Oh, Wilson's in the corner. I don't know if you can see him. He's oh, wrong way. There he is. Yeah, they're gonna give us an equipment block. We'll close chain. I think we're just gonna pitch the Art of War and then Bonds just to push a little bit of damage here. Again, I don't think we need to like strongly commit to having the Art of War in Arsenal this early on. At least that's my play preference. I know that some people like prefer to just park it in Arsenal and hope for the best, but I don't know. It feels kind of just soft to any kind of disruption against new. And this play allows us to kind of set up our graveyard a little bit. Again, I'm trying to record a lot of these videos for the Manila and Sao Paulo events, so I might not be able to give every single deck the attention it necessarily deserves. I'm also cooking up my own kind of list based on some of the trends I'm seeing. Again, you can, if you go back far enough in the videos, you can find my kind of public list and what I'm editing and what I'm cutting. Some of the sideboard stuff might be out of date as we're planning on going to San Diego. Okay, they're going to hit us with a weakest link. So we have to block 6 with confidence here, or else we will show weakness. Confidently blocking 6 is very important. If you don't immediately block 6, then they're like, oh, well, yeah, you have like something in hand and we can just arousing wave. Like if you give them time to deliberate, that's very bad. So we're gonna transcend here. I think we're just gonna put Tiger in Arsenal and get like a mauling. So they could have a rousing wave there, but like they lose the 1 armor block and then like I don't know. It's not like the most amazing thing in the world. And I like having a Tiger in Arsenal against new because they've got like some pretty decent threats in the graveyard already. They don't have Cleave No, but they do have CNC, which is pretty easy to use if they have tuning counter up. And they want a Codex. So yeah, I like parking this in Arsenal. Okay, we're still at 40s, which is good. Yeah. It's a pretty good Siren's Call hand. Yeah, we're just gonna take this, I think. Please, Siren's Call me. Oh, I'd be so happy if I got Siren's Called on this hand. Okay. Levels is to be expected. Part of me just wants to flick this. It's really clean block. Maybe flick is the sauce. Wilson, what are you doing? He's being weird. And we effectively block 9 here, which is quite solid. Or threaten to block 9 at least. And we don't care about CNC. We don't really care about Siren's Call. Persuasive is like a little annoying potentially, but like don't really care about that either. It's a very good hand. It might, like, all red hand might not look like it, but it's still really good. They're gonna go for Bonds of Attraction. I don't, like, we could block this, but do we care? No, we do care because we're just wasting the block on this. Yeah, I guess we do kind of care. Because if they have like a pump here, which is pretty likely. Okay, grain. Okay, so that's maybe the less optimal scenario. So maybe that's why we don't block there. Yeah. It's a little bit hard to know. But we're not taking any damage here, which is, I guess, okay. What do we want to do? Do we banish E-Strike or do we want to banish Tiger Swipe? I think Tiger Swipe is a little bit less valuable. I think. Who knows? Yeah, Flip Flop's a weird card. I don't know. I like my sinks. We're just gonna arsenal the E-Strike since we can't really do much with them. I wonder if there's a better play that turn. It's very like contextual. It's hard to know exactly. All right, pitching a level. So we already saw one level. It's pretty unlikely they have a second one as well. So we're gonna go ahead and take this. Oh, they undid. No problem. Okay, they're doing the same play. Sure. Yes. All right, so it was the third levels, which is a little unfortunate, but I think it's still fine. So we'll get their card draw, but we don't have to worry about levels for a little bit at least. And we're still at a pretty healthy life total, so we're fine to take a little bit of damage here. Here's that one of Tiger Form Incantation coming out. Again, what I do like about the pudding list is that his blues are kind of like diversified, which I think is really cool. So like he has like a one of blue Tiger Form Incantation and like a one of I forget, is it Harmony of the Hunt? I might have to look at the deck list, but we're probably just gonna go ahead and take this. Again, I don't think we care. What is this other one of? He has a one of blue Harmony of the Hunt and a one of Wind Chakra, which I think is really neat. Okay, so they are going to do whatever they want with our hand, which is fine. Again, we do get a Siren's Call out of the way early, which, again, we're not that unhappy about. But again, they are doing it on our Desire Mine, which is pretty gross. So they get the banish anyways. Or they don't get a banish, rather, actually, because it's an instant. Okay, so we actually are fine there. Huh, good to keep that in mind. So what are we doing here? We do Tiger Form Incantation. I feel like Tiger Form Incantation, Kakara, and then E-Strike draw a card just to try to find one of our random snags or like other power cards. Yeah, I kind of like that more. Like, alternatively, we can do. I don't know what else we would do. We could do like E-Strike, go again, Park a Blue and Arsenal, and then like Aspect or something, but that seems kind of weak. So we'll do our two. I really like just always drawing with E-Strike if I can, because it just keeps it keeps the pressure up, and it's like you're getting like 8 value basically. It's almost even like 9 value if you think about it, because drawing a card and putting an arsenal is like better than just having a card, especially on Zen. I've heard the arsenal described as kind of like a little bit more valuable than a card in hand generally. So you basically almost get like 9 value out of CNC, and we get a really good hand to have on Persuasive. Okay. So notably, they do still have the Stiletto. How greedy do we want to get here? We could block 7. It's a real consideration. Problem with this hand is that we don't have a redundant Transcend card if they have a Siren's Call, which they could have. Alternatively, what's our play? Like, this might just be a hand that has to go off, which I don't love. Because this could just be Stiletto into, like, Codex or something, and then we're kind of boned. But I guess we're not that boned because we'd only lose out on Aspect Tire Body. Like, the worst case scenario, thinking. Yeah. I think we have to go for it here, but I don't love this because it really leaves us open to like Codex or Weakest Link. CNC and Leave No are not a problem, but those are kind of the two big ones. But again, I think the hand is really good. So we're blocking 7 here to try to prevent the Persuasive from hitting, because if it's just a Nick and then a Rousing Wave, then we play around that. If it's go again into Codex, they don't have a Leave No yet, so it would just have to be CNC, but we're fine getting CNC, and if they get weakest, then that's a little unfortunate. Yeah, I'm not sure here. They Sirens is also quite bad. Okay, they're hissing to just a Nick. Okay, this is maybe fine, so they could still whip here. Yeah, I mean, I still think this is right to go off here. Okay, they hit a red. Wait, we're probably in this. So they take bonds, obviously. But I think we still got a really good hand. So let's start. We obviously, I think, want to pitch our Harmony here. So we'll start with this. We'll do buff banish. Get our Tiger. Also, what do they banish? They banish an Ardor. That's a little unfortunate. What are we getting here? We can get Chase, probably, but then we can't Kakara. We get another Aspect as well. Like double Aspect. Kind of like double Aspect. Yeah, let's get double Aspect. Oh, wait, do we need double Aspect, actually? So we Aspect... No, we don't need double Aspect, because we have the 2 Tiger Swipes already. So, what's the backup? Is it 100 wins? Could be 100 wins. Could also just be Chase. Let's just get Chase, I think. Right? I think that makes the most sense. This other Tiger Swipe could be a little awkward, but... I'm trying to think what the actual play is here. Okay, we're glad to see that Fate Foreseen out of the way early. It's a little unfortunate that they took the bonds there. The double pump is a little rough. Okay, looks like they're not going to be able to block out this Tiger Swipe without sacrificing something here. So maybe a little overzealous on the blocking there. If they try to keep this one card in hand, I'm probably going to try to Arsenal. Just to play around Codex, but I don't even know what they get off Codex, really. Oh wow, this other Tiger Swipe's going to get insane value. We have 4 Tigers. This is the biggest Tiger Swipe I've ever seen. Okay, we get the mask out of their way. Okay, that's pretty good. Do we 100 wins now? It's 4 damage versus 3 damage on the next turn. Yeah, I guess we do it. They don't have any cards in hand, so they can't Codex us. Alright, and it looks like we've only dealt 10 damage there, but we took them off their entire hand, so I can't be that upset about that. Let's play here. We could actually Harmony, pitch the Mauling Key, drop in the ocean, do Chase Aspect. It's pretty good. We also haven't seen a lot of CNCs or Leave No Witnesses, so like having an Arsenal is not super high priority, but I think we have seen 1 Codex pitched, so there's 2 Codexes we do have to worry about, but again, the Leave No Witnesses not being in the graveyard is quite good. So let's start with we pitch our mauling key, right? Oh, but we don't get a resource, actually. Hold on. It's a lot worse. We probably have to pitch drop and then just do Kakara mauling key. Is that right? So we transcend, we can't get chase. Well, we can get chase, actually. We just have to pitch this. I don't know what's right here. It's pretty late at night, so I apologize. We'll drop. This is -1 damage, -3. I don't know if this is right. This is like a fancy way to do 7, basically. What was the play here instead? Was it like Harmony the Hunt into Kakara? I think it was Harmony the Hunt into Kakara into Mauling. Yeah, if I had a little more time to think about that, I think that's the play as opposed to this. Because I think we're missing out on 2 damage for the same result, basically. Okay, snag is good, I think, at this point. Assuming no weakest links, we only saw 1 so far. Okay, Bonds of Agony. So we're not going to block with 100 Winds, we're just going to block with Biting. See what happens. Yeah, if they want to overcommit into this, I'm fine snagging. Sure. Again, really well-timed snag, although they don't have the mask anymore. Okay. It's a good spot to be in. They only have a blue 100 Winds, so pretty unlikely they hit anything off the top here. Get a Chi off the top, which is fine. So this isn't hitting yet. Or this isn't reacted yet. Sure. So we're just going to take this, I think. They get my Biting Breeze, but this is 2 damage, right? Like, we don't really care. Oh, they maybe want to pump an extra one. That's fine. No problem. They probably just didn't like they probably wanted to go to over 3, but they probably just forgot. Okay, so they still need a new. Or I mean, I'm assuming they Okay, it's a little okay, this is a little scuzzy, but this is fine. Um do they have it? Don't they have another Ping Strike in hand? So they technically shouldn't know what my top card is here. Because I think they saw Chi on top. So I guess we now know there's Chi on top too. Is this Codex? That would be kind of gross. But I guess Codex doesn't even do anything really. Sure. Okay, well, we're gonna just beat him with the stick. Wow. Yeah. I saw most lists in the Manila running at least like 2 snags. I'm gonna try that. I've been a 1 snag gamer up until this point, but I think having the second one is potentially quite valuable. All right, we have another Bonds of Agony. So we are going to. What are we gonna do? Probably just block with Bonds, honestly. Is that right? Such an annoying card. Who the fuck printed this card? I want to talk to Brian Gottlieb and ask him what the fuck he was thinking about this card. This card's nuts. Okay, they're gonna slither. It's pretty gross if they just pump to 4 here. I guess 5 technically. Yeah, sure, we'll snag it. This is actually a pretty smart play from our opponent here to like barely commit into the bonds, which is also like another gross thing about this card is you don't have to like just uber pump it. It's good enough if you just like do it for like 5-ish and then like offer a super annoying thing. So now they know that we have an energy in hand, which is a little, but it's fine. We'll make do. So we need to block 2 here, and I think we would actually rather have the Chi in the deck, so we are going to pitch to Zen in response to the weakest link trigger. So we're going to Zen. We're going to fail to find. Then we're going to take 4. Lose your Tiger. So I think our opponent should be at 10 now on that one turn where we did like the dumb chase thing. But yeah, I don't know. All right, Tiger or whatever this is called, the misplay for 1. Okay, sure. Siren's Call. I think I clicked a little too fast. That's okay, I think. Huh. Taking that is interesting. They have another weakest. I clicked through that a little too fast, but it's okay. Leave no witnesses. Annoying. Gross. Yeah. So we're probably losing out our last Art War, but there's not much we can really do about it here. I'm gonna hold priority. This is also why I like running like sinks. Well, I guess putting some flicks as well. Yeah, I guess we're just not seeing them, so that's understandable. So we can Art of War. Do buff banish. Let's pass here. See what the reaction is. They pump to 8. Sure. No goes. All right, we'll take it. And I think we want to develop better grain after, or whoops. We'll do rising grain. Okay. CNC, is that what we want? Maybe. It's probably not terrible. Leave no. Don't think we want to banish the CNC. I think this is fine. Hitting a flick off the top is a little bit unfortunate, and they get our Art over, which is again a little unfortunate. So let's get our spinning here. And now I think we want to park the Tiger in Arsenal because we're getting to the point where the codexes are going to start coming around because we haven't seen one at all up until this point. We do get a little bit of tempo here, although never mind because they sync below. Get him down to 6, but 6 is like a million versus new. But our arsenal is protected for now. How many Siren's Calls have we seen? We've seen 2 Siren's Calls, so there's still potential for a couple more. They're persuasive. I think we're fine just letting this rip a card out of our hand. Like, if we block it, we're just giving them more padding on their life. And again, we're still not losing the Codex because we have the Tiger parked in Arsenal. It looks like they don't have it, they just have the Slither. Counter for 10, just next, pretty good. So they hit the red, and or they hit the other flick flack, and they hit a red out of our hand, which I think is actually okay for us. So we win Chakra, Transcend, pitch Transcend, do a bunch of things. This may be okay. Get our chase, and we can do this. Oh, I froze up a little bit. There we go. So you can do Tiger for 4 into Chase Tiger for 3. So that's 2, 6, 4, 13 damage. So they have to give us at least 2 cards here, I think. But then we go off an arsenal, which is a little unfortunate. Maybe I didn't want to get chased here. Maybe I want to get like mauling. Do we have another mauling? We think we had one more mauling. But we're also pushing a lot of damage by doing this. I don't know. I don't know what's right. I think they need a refresh. Yeah, they have the fate. Again, they're pretty overdue for a codex at this point. But they're also overdue for like a CNC or a leave now. Siren Skull block makes sense. Yeah, we're just gonna keep pushing. They have a Slither in Arsenal too, which is a little bit awkward if they want a codex. What does this mean? They Slither this, then codex? Can they Slither a misplayed? I think they can, right? I forget what Slither does. I think it's just any attack, right? Oh, surgical. Yeah, I think we gotta take it. Go to 1. Because this is Slither, right? Take a Chi, and then they can take either a Chi. Probably take like Harmony, I guess. It's my guess. I don't really know what you actually do take with this hand. Yeah, probably Harmony. Okay, well, we got them pretty low. I think it's just mauling here. We'll do 2, 1, 1, 5. Actually, it might be better to park. Block 1 here. We send 5, we take 2 cards out of their hand. We send 1. I think it's better to Arsenal the 1. So I think that missing out on that 2 damage is actually going to bite us a lot. Like a micro misplay. Yeah. So I think their last card. So they still have Slither. Huh. Their Arsenal's still Slither. Why is this silver also different from this one? Huh. I don't know. Sure. They might. Okay. Interesting. What's in our arsenal? 100 wins. So you get a red 100 wins. It's kind of good. So we can do 2, 3, 2, 1. What's the best way to do the breakpoints here? Well, we definitely want to do 100 wins, so I think we should do 2 and 4. Does that make the most sense? Because if they don't block with, or no, it would be 1 and 4. Is that better? They could choose to not block this. A 1 and 4 is better. They take 1. So we know their card is Slither, so this will take the last card out of their hand, guaranteed, by the way they blocked. Oh, they might not have it. Oh. And then we knew about the Slither. Oh my god. I don't think we deserved that game, if I'm being honest. Our opponent played very well, and we misplayed that one turn, I think. I think it was like a very, very small misplay to catch, but I think that transcending there was actually worse than just playing out all the cards, which is, I feel like, a lot rarer that you see that be the case as opposed to like transcending is actually the better play. But I think we lost down like 2 damage there because we could have gone Kakara into. I think we could have done Harmony into Kakara because our hand was Harmony, Aspect, Mauling, and then a drop in the ocean. I think that was the hand. So the play there was to pitch the drop to Harmony. We have two floating. Then we could Kara, use the two floating. We have the Tiger in hand. Tiger in hand comes in for 1, and then we pitch the Aspect to Monkey. So that'd be 8. Wait, it would be 2, or no, sorry, it would be 9 damage with the on hit of 1. So we're basically losing out on 3 damage there. Yeah, as opposed to us doing drop, we do 7 if we do drop chase. Yeah. So that was actually a very significant misplay that lost us 3 damage. But we just barely got there, which again I think is a little bit fortunate. I don't know if we necessarily deserved that one. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the game. I think we played, aside from that one turn, I think we played actually pretty well. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed Pudding's List. Again, I do not take any credit for the sideboarding stuff, but again, I think like 3 flick and 2 snag is quite solid. What else do I kind of like about this deck? I think I really like the idea of like diversifying your blues. E-Strike I think is very good into new, just for keeping up pressure. Warmongers I'm not crazy about, but again, I don't know. Warmongers, it's just I don't think you really need it into Azalea anymore, but who knows? Again, Pudding's a very good player. Yeah. So hope you all enjoyed the video. Again, we're gonna be trying to cover all the other deck lists this week. So next will be Naib's and David, and then Ivan, and then Felipe's. So hope you all are enjoying the series, and I'll see you all next time.